The Mishnah states, Li'olam yomar adam bishvili nivra olam, that a person must say that the world was created for him or for her. At the RKYHS High School, we are proud that we engage students and meet them where they are, so they can begin to cultivate their own voices and understand where they belong within the scope of Torah and the world around them.
I love RKYHS for a lot of reasons. Kushner really is a big, small school.
On the one hand, there are so many opportunities and we're constantly creating new programming and students are creating programming, but it feels like such a small school in terms of how everyone can find someone to connect to, and that's so much a part of the culture of our school.
It's a small school in the sense of the amount of people who are here, but at the same time, the community those people provide and the resources you receive, and really makes it feel like something maybe a university would have.
You don't have to wait to be a leader. A freshman can join a club and actually be vocal. If you have something to say, people will want to listen.
It empowered me to see how powerful my voice can be and how much I can have an effect on things.
RKYHS High School students know that they matter. Every single child in our school has a place and has a voice.
At RKYHS in the Judaic Studies program, they have a variety of different types of classes.
Based on what the student's interested in, we work on how they could improve their relationship with Hashem.
It really became a priority for us to say, how can we make sure that this isn't just another class in their day, that this is something that they understand as part of who they are as human beings, as Jews. It's important for their lives in different ways.
I love the Judaics faculty here. Certain classes are experiences where you're not just learning Torah or Gemara, but you're kind of learning these life lessons and how to be a better Jew, how to feel closer to God in what you're learning.
In my Yesodot classes, not only do they teach you about the Torah, but they teach you about how to apply it to your individual day-to-day life.
Torah learning is infused into everything we do. The Torah values that we're exploring are demonstrated by our students and by our faculty and are discussed in all the different programs and speakers that we bring in. And it's this very organic experience of living the Torah that we're learning about.
A very special program that we have in our school is the Religious Guidance Program. They find time to meet one-on-one to talk about who they are as Jews and what they're looking for in terms of their own personal growth.
This school really fosters a love of Israel.
In our Hebrew classes, they show what's going on in Israel and Israeli history, and I really feel more connected and more knowledgeable about Israel. One of my favorite things about Kushner is that they're not telling you how to think or what to believe in, rather they're giving you the resources to formulate your own opinions.
By showing us different perspectives, we're able to take in everything that we need to know, and then in the future when we're in certain debates or conversations about Israel, we actually know what we're saying and we're able to talk about it with a full understanding.
At RKYHS, they really prioritize giving you the best academic experience in both general studies and Judaic studies.
From the day the students walk in ninth grade, we really get to know them. We get to understand what they're interested in, and we can help them take that interest and focus on it and figure out what classes make the most sense for them and where they're going to be able to develop that interest the most inside our school.
I definitely feel like my classes are fit to exactly where I need to be. I feel challenged in the best way possible, where I know my potential and I know that I can take this challenge and it can help me grow.
One of the really fun things that we do is we have students in our business track and students in our engineering track collaborate together and build projects together based on what they see a need for in the business environment, and then develop those solutions in our engineering classes.
We got to work on building web applications from the ground up and work in a competitive environment with a deadline, and it felt like a real career experience.
Our students compete at really high levels, from Shark Tank competitions throughout New Jersey, as well as robotics, and it's been a really exciting time for us.
Taking a first place prize at such a competition is quite amazing.
As part of an SRTI, I was able to work on a computer science project this summer where we were developing an app that would teach students how to add and subtract negative numbers. I actually got to do it in the real world, see how I could make a plan, solve a problem, put my everything into an actual goal and see that actually come to fruition.
Our SEED program, in which we bring in different speakers to explore topics We'll have things ranging from the impact of social media use on mental health to combating anti-Semitism.
This SEED program is a really interesting way to hear opinions and to just be well-rounded and educated.
To give them the opportunity to go back to their classrooms and engage in authentic learning with their teachers, where students can discuss what they've heard and question and respond to one another and engage in meaningful debate.
When students feel safe and secure with the support and the encouragement of faculty, they can then flourish and explore opportunities that may be out of their comfort zones, but then become to define them because they can recognize the inner innate talents that they know they now have.
All the teachers are so nice and welcoming.
You could get into a conversation with a teacher about any question and they will most definitely have an answer for you. Even if you don't have the teacher that year, you can still always go back to them.
Every single one of my teachers is passionate about the subject they teach.
They push me enough to be the best that I can be, and I truly feel like each teacher encourages me to maximize my potential.
Teachers inspire students to reach higher so that they can aspire to become serious, focused, determined, and purposeful young adults.
Nothing ends when the kids are done here because we really become a part of one another's lives, and that's something that really makes a difference.
To learn on the phone with them, I know how impactful it could be. As great as it is to be able to speak with the alumni on the phone and to be able to have a share over Zoom, I find there's no greater pleasure for myself to be able to see them in their environment where they are, to see how they've grown, to see how they are really embedded in the religious life of the college campus that they're at, and also how important it is for them to still feel connected to Kushner.
And we're very fortunate to have that kind of connection that really can last a lifetime.
The RKYHS High School is successful in cultivating student learning and academic and religious growth because of our care and our concern for every single student.
My favorite thing about high school so far has been the chug period. Every Tuesday, there's a special free period for everyone in high school to go discover the great things that the school has to offer. And it's a really great time to figure out, especially as a freshman, what you want to do, who do you want to become in your high school experience.
I'm involved in the drama club. It really helped me get comfortable performing on stage, whether it was acting, singing, or dancing.
In my freshman year, I was asked to take up the management role of the Buzz, the school scheduling website, and also my friends can come to me and tell me if there's anything that they want to see added to the Buzz, and it really makes something that usually is not so student-driven, makes it more of a central part of the student experience.
There are countless opportunities here at RKYHS to volunteer for organizations that do truly incredible things for the wider community.
During Chug, I chose to do homelessness awareness because it's impactful and it helps so many people. What we do is we collect food and we collect clothing and toiletries, and everyone in the school contributes, and then we make a trip and go to Newark and set it all up on tables where people can come and take whatever they need.
Personally, I'm a part of the Chesed Executive Board.
Creating, facilitating, and rolling out these programs to make the experience of being in our community better for every single student in the school.
Starting my freshman year, I heard about an event held at Kushner called the Battle of the Bands, where we're giving all the money to say Beit El-Azraqi in Israel or Save a Child's Heart or Kol Na'arim. It just shows you that you have the ability to make a difference.
I have played junior varsity basketball and varsity baseball. The coaches have been great, and the team building, you get to connect with your classmates on a different level as a team.
Sports really gives you that connection where you just feel like you guys are a family and you can really go through anything.
When I joined the basketball team, it was a great way for me to meet new people that I didn't know before from other grades. I also am on the track team and we won the championship this year. And it was so much fun to be part of a team that really inspires and motivates you to be the best you can.
I came to Kushner as a freshman. I've never seen such welcoming people, from my classmates to upperclassmen to the teachers. Everybody made me feel like I was right where I belonged.
There was plenty of team building, icebreakers offered in the beginning of my freshman year. And it was a great way to learn about my new classmates.
And there's just this love and this home that they feel when they're together that's unique, because there's something about the community we create here. There's something about just the general feeling that we've developed with one another.
If I was telling an 8th grader about coming to Kushner, I would highlight how it's one of the best decisions they can make.
I would also tell you to heavily consider RKYHS because of just the experiences you will have here, the friends you meet, the classes you'll be able to take, the teachers you'll be able to build relationships with.
Kushner has done so much for me regarding academics, extracurriculars, and really helped me learn about who I am. Kushner can really help you become the best version of yourself.
And when they are finally ready to graduate, our students excel and they distinguish themselves as mature, sophisticated young adults who have absorbed and imbibed the greatest messages of Torah and Western culture so they could become the next link in the chain of Jewish tradition.